Hi, this is Melissa with A Creative Journey with Melissa, and today I'm going to show you how you can cover your planner from last week. This is part 2. If you haven't checked out our first one, please be sure to check it out on our YouTube channel and subscribe so you can check out the future ones we do as well. This is basically our planner cover and our planner back. And what we're going to do is we're going to be covering it with some people like to laminate, some people like to use Mod Podge. Yes, it's Mod Podge, not Mod Podge, just in case you were wondering. You're welcome, Kathy and Steve. At any rate, this here is actually a very, very awesome creation. It's clear laminate, and it's very user-friendly. You can even have young ones do it and help you. They could make their own little journal or planner. And if you want to combine that word, it's called a journer. That's a new word that I want to, make sure that I own that one. Anyway, it's been a long day. Anyway, so you have right here, it's adhesive, it's by Duck, and it says clear laminate, and it's strong permanent protection, and it's acid free. This one is 12 inches by 36 feet, and it's great. I don't remember exactly how much I paid for it, but I do believe I bought it at one of the big box stores, such as the W store or the T store. I don't remember which one, truthfully. And I think you can get it at Home Depot and Lowe's too, but I'm not positive. So I'm going to give you a little closer look there. So you can have that, so you know exactly what it is. Okay. And then I'm going to put that aside. And I want to give you a close-up of what this actually is doing here, so you can see. We're going to have this cover that goes on top of your planner front and back that you've created, so it gives a nice protection. So for example, I don't know if you've seen the first one, but the reason why I'm creating this is my sister has decided to start to be a beekeeper, and I think it's such an awesome adventure, and I'm so excited for her. So in doing that, I thought, oh, I'm going to make her like a little planner journal so she can write different things that she's experienced, and maybe do this over a year so that she can reflect back and see what worked, what didn't work. Maybe there's some patterns and things like that. So I thought that'd be really cool. Well, since she's going to be working outside with this, and many of us crafters or creators will also be putting this in our purse or doing whatever, excuse me, you want to make sure you try to protect the cover so it doesn't get all ratty and ruined. So that's why I'm using this protectant. Again, you can use Mod Podge, you can laminate it with a laminator. There's a number of different things you can do, but I wanted to show something that was also kid-friendly because there's no heat to this. It's just room temperature because that's how you keep the roll, and you can use it on anything. So it's very, very helpful. Okay, so this here is a close-up. You can see a little bit of the sheen. That's the front. And then that's the back of the front page, the front cover. And then we have this here is the back, the inside back, and this is the actual back cover, okay? And I made this here so when we put the pages in and we actually bind it, there'll be a way for us to keep our place, and so she can know where she left off, okay? So let's set this aside. I have already put this here, and I've already created one that isn't covered yet. Okay. And then we have here, this I already just pre-cut, and it's just a piece of the laminate. Okay. So it's gonna fit perfectly. The cool thing about this is it does have little measurements for inches, so it's easy to measure before you cut it, and it's very helpful. It's got lines so that you can cut in a straight line, so it's really great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one aside, okay, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold it in half, just like this, and I'm going to actually score it folded in half. And I score it, actually I'm just going to fold it is what I mean. Okay, so it's a nice crisp edge. Now because this comes on a roll, it does do that. So that's okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to peel off one side, and then I'm going to put it in there, and then I'll peel off the other side. So I'm going to show you how that works. It's really user-friendly. The only concern or issue that I have is because it likes to roll. So what I have done before, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, is I'll take it and I will put it together and I will roll it a different way just to kind of give it a different way for it to roll and do it real tight, as you see here. And then I will roll it the other way to try to do the same thing the other way. You don't have to do that. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. I'm just going to jump right in and do this, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to peel off the backing from the actual laminate, okay? And it's usually pretty easy, like so. So I've already done that here, all right? So I'm going to take this part, because I really want that part to lay flat on the bottom. I'm going to take this and pull this back like so, okay? And we're going to pull this back so we've got this part, okay? And we're going to actually expose right here so that we have that center to go by. You can see it in the reflection, okay? So we're going to take this and I'm going to put this face down. Actually, I'm going to put this face up is what I meant to say. I had it right the first time. And I'm going to place it right there on the edge. Okay? It doesn't have to be perfect because we have plenty of overlap, so we'll be good. So we'll just put that down like this. Okay? Push it down, not super hard. And then we're going to flip it over and try to get all the bubbles out. And it's pretty user-friendly. You just want to make sure when you're using it and doing this that you push out towards the way that there would be air or the edges, okay? That way you can make sure that the whatever mark or whatever issue is bubbles or anything that's going on, you push it out so it doesn't actually create more of an issue. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the edge of this here and I'm going to lift it up and I'm just going to peel off the back entirely, okay? Like that. So we'll just put this extra backing aside. I'm going to take this part and make sure it's super duper tight and slowly work its way across, just like so, okay? And it, like I said, it's really user-friendly. If I had to pull it back up, I could do that. You want to do it gently, not too hard, because it may stick pretty well and you don't want to rip your paper, okay? So you're just going to push like this, like so. And make sure that you've got the edges. I try to make sure I rub it all the way there around the edges of this, all the extra little pieces to make sure if there's any air bubbles, those are pushed out. All the edges like so. Push really hard here, push really hard here, all the way around the edges, and then on the extra edges right here. Now you can do this one of two ways. You can either leave a little bit of the edge so there's a complete seal, or you can just cut it right at the edge, like right along here. Oops, right along here. Here, I'll show you a close-up, it'd be better. You can cut it right along this edge, or you can leave it just a little edge so there's like a little pocket. I'm going to cut it right along the edge because I really just want to protect the front and the back. So we're going to do that. I'm going to push this really well. And then I'm going to grab my scissors and I'm going to cut the edge like so. You want to make sure you have sharp scissors and try to cut as close as you can to the edge. And then you're just going to go to the next part and do the same. Cut as close to the edge as you can. And this is really user-friendly. It's similar to like wrapping paper. You could glide your scissors across, but if you do that, sometimes it makes a bad edge, so I didn't want to take a chance for this demonstration, okay? So I'm just going to push on the edges one more time to make sure I've got that all set. And on the back too. And when you're doing this, you want to also make sure before you put this on that you have cleaned it up and make sure there's no little spots or anything, because sometimes, like I had some little eraser bits and stuff, okay? So I want to show you real quick how fast or how easy this is to cut. These are sharp scissors, not super sharp, but pretty sharp, and you can just literally take it like this and, oops, and slide across, like so. Okay, so it cuts really easy. This is 2 layers. You would probably be cutting 1 or 2 layers, so it's pretty easy to use and user-friendly. But I would suggest if you're using it with little ones that you do the cutting, because you want to make sure that you don't hurt anybody, of course, and make sure that they know how to use the scissors properly. And in order to get a good cut, you would need to have some sharp scissors. Okay, so right here would be before you've actually laminated it. And this would be after. Okay, so you see how there's the sheen and there's no sheen? That's the difference. Okay, so I really appreciate you joining me today. I hope you will use this laminate for a number of different things. You could use it for journals, you could use it for scrapbooks if you want to use some chipboard and create your own little scrapbook. It'd be great for someone like a grandma brag book or a grandfather or a dad brag book that they'd want to keep in the grandmother's purse, or if you want to keep one for the dad in his briefcase. It's really great to keep as a protectant, and then you don't have to worry about drying because it's ready to go. Okay, so thank you so much for joining us today. We hope that you enjoyed going on a creative journey with Melissa, and please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and our blog, and make sure you check out our website because we've got some really great stamp sets, and we have a great sale going on right now with the coupon code N as in Nancy, S as in Sam, D as in Dog for National Scrapbook Day 30. So it's NSD30. And you get 30% off our website. So make sure you enter in that coupon code so that you can get 30% off our website. We really appreciate you joining us today, and we hope you have a fantastic day. And we hope you had a wonderful Mother's Day and celebrated those wonderful women in your life that have been fantastic and very supportive and helpful. Have a great day. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.